Batmans and 30 fucking Supermans.
They got different plots.
Fuck out of here.
He gonna get
I don't want to hear that bullshit. When it's about a black man, y'all say support a black man. Y'all don't want to support.
Listen, only difference in this movie.
Fuck out of here. Get your punk asses up off your couches and go to the fucking movie theater Saturday.
In this movie, in the Flex Washington movie, is that this one we know that he died at the end.
All right. Well, on that note, I just want to be honest with the band that I didn't plan on going to see it this weekend for fundamental reasons because I want to see it. I just don't know if I want to see it.
He's going to go waste 2 hours.
I know what it is. I know what it is. I know
He's
what
going to go waste 2 hours to go see it.
No. I know what this about, DC. I know what this about, brother. Yeah, I know what I said to you. Yeah, it's all good. I keep it. You ain't gotta go see the movie, brother. It ain't about it ain't about Prince. And if you mad because what I said the other day, I don't give a damn. Fuck it. Hey, take it how you want to take it, brother. Take it how you want to take it. You trying to run that man mama over with a car.
Hey,
what are you talking about?
All right, man. Let's get.
What you doing? What you doing? This a Prince versus Mike shit. This a Prince versus Mike shit. Let's do it, DC.
I'm not saying it is or it isn't.
Okay. I'll see you soon. We'll see you soon.
All right.
I have a question. Is it?
I got my own platform. He gonna do Mike like that. He gonna do Mike like that tonight.
Is it Black Michael or White Michael?
Does it matter, Lashana?
I'm just asking. Are they gonna show Ben? Are they gonna show the Jerry Carroll catch on?
Why would you want to go there to see the mice? That's my only question.
He was
I'm not going to see the music.
I mean, that song Ben was fire, bro. That might have been Michael Jackson's best song ever, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ben is just the two.
I'm not gonna lie to you, DC. The disrespect that you be showing against Mike, bro, on the low. Your disrespect that you show the Mike on the low, bro, is so crazy. I'm going to pull the clips now. I'm going back because I got some shit on you, bro. You be disrespecting Mike on the low. Now I know it. He came in this bitch in purple. All purple tonight.
He's always in purple.
I know. I'm just trying to make a point. Listen.
Oh my gosh.
That's what it is, bro. It's some Mike versus Prince shit going on in here.
I'm just saying. If you ask me who my person is, it's Prince.
It's Prince.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
When Prince movie come out, you gonna ask me, am I going to see it?
You know why I ain't never had to make a Prince movie? Because all his shit was true. He'd take your girl in some.
No, they ain't had nobody that was willing to have their ass out. That's why.
Well, all right, let's get. It's a horrible segue to get our guests in here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Bro, that was terrible, bro. That was a horrible way to bring him in.
Hey, listen, I tell y'all, man, I'm over here cracking up. I got to start off with the country thing. DC, I can't get with you, brother. Let me tell you, man, I grew up in the country. I'm not a city guy. And so all the smells you talking about, like, listen, that's just part of it. You know what I mean?
I guess you got to be in
all that ass. I'm cool.
That's part of it.
Here's my thought process. I wake up at 6 a.m. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's good morning. My first night out there, I'm like, oh, maybe it don't stink like this in the morning, first thing in the morning, the crack of dawn. I wake up, roll over, make me a cup of Folgers. Yeah, I go wake up, get me a cup of Folgers. I try to go sit on the porch. As soon as I open the door, I get punched in the face with this odor that I'm not used to yet. And I guess I will never be because I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, brother. I don't
know what you stand. You stand on a chicken farm or something? I don't
smell like that all the time. What you mean odor? Like why you gotta say it like that? Like I ain't gonna like all that.
It wasn't a fragrance. Fragrance is a good thing. Odor means it stinks. I don't know if you know,
man. When you smell manure, horse manure, deer manure, cow manure in the air, you know it's food around, man. What are we talking about?
No,
I'd rather smell food, not ass. What do you mean? That kills the process.
Yeah, I can't get with that one, but if you ain't living on a chicken farm, like unless you living on a chicken farm, you shouldn't be walking outside smelling all that. Like I don't understand where you were at.
I just see like it was just
on a truck.
I was in the truck. So I was like on the road, and it was hitting me from both sides. I had to roll up both windows. It was terrible. I rolled up both windows like I'm in there sweating, bro. I'm talking about sweating. But
great experience.
But we were talking about getting like returning guests and see where they're at, and surprise! Look, we have one. How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm living the life, man. I'm traveling right now. but I should be home tomorrow evening. So no, it's been good. It's been a lot of good changes, a lot of great things happening. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be alive.
Oh, I like that. Yes, love to live life.
What else is new? You have something coming out soon.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm launching my first leadership book because, as you know, I've had 3 children's books. My first leadership book is called Lead Last, and really, this book is I wrote it for emerging leaders. Anybody who's trying to lead children, trying to lead in the office, really trying to lead in the hood. No matter where your leadership is, this book is for you. It's trying to teach people some fundamentals and how to get to know themselves, get to know others, and help create an environment where people can actually grow and develop. And that's really what we're talking about, trying to become intentional leaders. So yeah, that's my book. It's coming out June 2nd. It's on pre-sale right now. And like I said, I'm just excited. I'm actually traveling around, getting an opportunity to talk to people about it. So that's really the fun part about writing. It's just getting out and meeting new people.
Yeah. So with your new book, what's the difference in how was the transition, first of all, from making books for kids and now going into this leadership book? What was that transition like for you?
Yeah, so the biggest thing is every time I wrote a book, it was really for the children to sit down with their parents, because one thing I found is like I was talking to publishers and a lot of them were just talking about basically children picking up the books themselves and learning how to come to their own conclusions about what it's like. And so really I was writing it so parents can sit down with children and help guide them through life. So the transition was really sort of natural. What Lee Laz is talking about is getting to know folks. And that's all my children's books are all about. Trying to establish a connection with people and get to know them on a personal level before you could talk about trying to lead them or influence them and guide them. And so that's really how that transition wasn't too bad. I also write leadership articles and parenting articles. I've been doing that for a while. So I'm just taking all this stuff and putting it into a book. And that's really how I was able to transition.
Oh, I love that. So when did you start writing and what was your first piece about?
Yeah, so I started writing when I was a kid. Quite honestly, I started writing. I thought I was going to be a rapper, and my brothers made sure that they told me that's not going to work. That I sucked at that. I was trash. You know what I mean? Like, I'm one of the dudes like, man, hold up, I'm coming through and all that kind of stuff, and it didn't work for me. So I started writing then, though, trying to express myself through creativity. And the one thing they did do, my parents and my siblings did, they discouraged me from rapping, but they didn't discourage me from expressing myself creatively. Mm-hmm. So I really started off I wrote my first, I think it was a poem back in 2nd grade that won an award. And I think that's really when I started trying to find new ways to write and express myself. And so the first book that I actually published as an adult was in 21. That was my first children's book when I published it. And it really is talking about my life story, just putting the children's book. That's all it was all about, trying to figure out how to overcome, people not being able to pronounce my name back in Louisiana. That's where I grew up. I was always ostracized, you know what I mean? Because it's not a regular name, So it's one of those things that, you've been ostracized for, sort of pushed aside. And I had to figure out how to get through it, and that's one of the things I learned to grow through. So that's where my writing journey really started as a kid, but sort of solidified as an adult.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah. It's actually pronounced. So if you want to say it correctly, I swear to you, there's not a single Nigerian that's going to agree with my pronunciation, but it's okay. But it's pronounced Olalu, and last name is Ogunyemi.
I thought it was Olalu. Yes. That's right.
And say the last name?
Ogunyemi.
Mm-hmm. Ogunyemi.
Yeah, DC, I was tuned in on YouTube. You completely punted it. I didn't know what you said.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I said it, I was like, "Yeah, I hope he ain't watching."
and when you said it, you also said that ain't his name.
Yeah. I knew. I was like, "Yeah, I feel bad because I was like, I'm gonna give it a try because they asked me." But terrible.
So you're a parent. You're a parent, obviously, right? So
yeah.
How do you lead last at home as a man?
So that's a great question. So I'll start with saying I got a 16-year-old daughter, 12-year-old son, and a 7-year-old daughter. And I swear that's the hardest version of leadership I've ever had to deal with. You know what I mean? In the Marine Corps, it's easy. You just tell somebody what to do and they do it. If they don't, then, there's consequences. It's like you can lose your job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For kids, though, it's not the same, obviously, especially when they have a mind of their own, they're growing. My old, she's trying to figure out her way through school. And so really that's what it started off with me. And the way I divided lead last up is in 3 parts. Who are you? Who are you leading? and how are you leading? How are you creating an environment where they can grow? So it really starts off with who are you? And I already told you guys like things that I had to grow over as a kid, trying to figure out how to get over my own insecurities and all that stuff. And so it was important for me with kids when I look at them doing some of the same stuff, really not as bad, but some of the same stuff I was doing. It's easy for me to be like, man, I'm pissed off at them and I'm mad. But I had to realize that a lot of the times I get really upset because I'm looking at a version of myself that I don't like. And so I think that's really one of the biggest things that lead last and how I apply it in my own home.
Or they mama.
That's right. Or mama. I won't say that on record. I love everything about that mama. Hey, look. Hey, boom, you ain't finna beat me.
He trying to get you. Did he see? He trying to alley-oop it to you too.
Hey, listen.
And I'm not gonna lie, I almost caught it off the glass. I'm about to say, bro, you ain't fucking lying, bro.
I thought about it too. I was like, sometimes, Don't fall for it.
No, you gotta stay 2 steps ahead on this show, because otherwise you get caught up.
Yeah. You ain't about to get me now. I've done my political thing. I'm good.
No media trained as hell. He backpedaled fast. He said, I love her. She does a great job. She does a great job, Bomb. That's my baby mother, and I'm gonna stick beside her.
That's right. But it is a thing though. You know what I'm saying? Like you get into it with your spouse too. And there's things that you disagree with, and then you look at your children, especially your girls, and they do some of the same stuff. They have the same ways that they turn up their face. It's just the way that they act. You know what I mean? At many times, and sometimes it's like you want to say something.
About to do that to me.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And now you like, okay, I know you saw your mom do it. And of course, I wouldn't say that, but I know you saw your mom do it. Now I'm not gonna allow you to do it. It's almost like you're trying to overparent. So it's really getting to know who you are and like what you're all like, what it's all about, and where all these things are coming from, all these influences, all these other things that you have going on, and that really, I think that's where it starts. If you're talking about lead, last, and home, that's where it starts. It starts with really trying to figure out like what makes you tick, what makes all those decisions happen in your house.
That was a good answer.
I got tons of questions, so don't let it go blank.
Let's do it.
I mean, go ahead. You know me.
Yes.
I got no rhyme or reason. Go ahead, brother.
So you kind of established that it's more easier to put somebody in their place in the Marines than it is a toddler. Obviously, they can't lose a parent like they can lose a job. But like, what's some of the things that you would try and implement from the Marines as a parent, being a parent?
Yeah. So one of the biggest things I'll say is, like, you can be regimented at home. Like, you can have a schedule for your kids.
And I'm sorry to cut you off, but thank you for your service.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, I think the biggest things, like, you can establish a schedule for kids. I think one of the things that our parents did for us, like growing up, is they actually had us doing stuff, had us involved in the community, had us doing extracurricular and stuff like that. And I didn't have much decision space until I was like a teenager. You know what I mean? I wasn't out there talking about what I'm going to do or what I'm not going to do. Because if I would have gone to my dad or my mom and told them that, they would have been like, well, you can pay some bills around here if you're going to tell me what you're going to do, what you're not going to do. And so I think that's one of the things that I bring from the Marine Corps. It's like you can establish like a regimen and some time schedules. You can establish some times where they can read, times to go to bed, especially when they're younger.
A lot of structure.
That's right. Like, have some kind of structure. I mean, I'm not major pain in my house.
Right.
Like, you should have some kind of structure. Yeah, you should have some kind of structure.
What do you say? Chugga. That nigga was that boy, major pain. Boy, he said chugga.
I got one last question for you. One last, and I'm gonna leave this alone. Now this is kind of a podcast related question, so I hope don't nobody get mad at me. I have a problem with the military, the government. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I had a problem with the person who, was more like, I die for this country. And I'm like, I ain't. Like, you know what I'm saying? The shit that's going on in this world, I'm not doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But my question is, like, do you feel like doing that took time away from your children?
Oh, yeah. It's gonna take time away. It's a sacrifice for sure.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah, so that's a little bit of a loaded question. So I think, am I cool with it? Am I good with accepting the sacrifice? Yes. Do I like it? Absolutely not. I mean, I'm away from family right now. I prefer to be at home. And tomorrow, my oldest called me and told me she has a lacrosse game, for example, and I'm gonna land 30 minutes after the lacrosse game starts. You know what I mean? And those kind of things that you always try. It's not lovely. I'm not concerned pretending it's a rose garden, everything's awesome. But that is one thing that you do sacrifice. And the family, quite honestly, they give me a lot of grace to be able to do that kind of stuff. So no, I don't like it. I wouldn't say that I like being away from family. I definitely don't like not seeing my kids. There's things I've missed in my kids' life that I don't like. But I will say that, you know, the fact that we have that the ability to serve others around us, because really it's hard to say that you serve something that's like so big and so grandiose, but in reality, that person to your left and right that you're serving with is really who you're trying to bring home every time. And so I think that's
okay, and I respect that. But do you really feel like you made the correct choice?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll do it over and again because there's so many lessons I learned in the Marine Corps, so many opportunities. Yeah. So I mean, it's things that I've been able to do and people I've been able to meet. To be honest with you, there are people I grew up in Louisiana in the country, right? And there's people who I would never have talked to, never would have had any kind of relationship with. And quite honestly, both sides. Like one dude we talk every day. I'm dang there, and this dude was he grew up in some part of Georgia in the mountains. And I grew up in Ruston, Louisiana, right? And there's times where I passed one and never crossed. In fact, I wouldn't even, like, his father passed, unfortunately. And even if I wanted to go to his father's funeral, there's no way I would have stepped foot in his hometown, let alone step foot in the church. You know what I mean?
Like the whole brotherhood of it. I get it. Like when I was like 17, they tried to recruit me. My grandma was like, "Nah, my baby ain't going to no army," and I wanted to go. I really wanted to go do that. I think it was more like all the conspiracies and me digging deeper and finding out, the people in leader. But as far as the actual military and the bond in the group, I actually get that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's a whole brotherhood and network of connection. So I do respect your decision for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
For your
if I could hear, boom, I would have went too, bro.
Yep. You said what?
If I could hear, I can't hear, brother. Huh?
Why
Believe
can't
it
you
or not,
he
just said he needs some ears. Whisper 2000s.
I am not the dude for the front line. I be out there and get my ass cooked, boy. All them bombs going off, boy. I'm deaf and slightly deaf in one ear, boy. I fuck around and get splattered, boy.
All right, one last question.
Yeah, bro. That's why we wear these high-powered ass headphones.
Okay, I just learned
this
something.
This is my fault, DC. My fault, DC. The
There's a lot going on. I'm sorry. I just learned something new.
Right.
I never knew that. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
My ears fucked up, brother. I'll be out there, front line. Boom. What was that?
This nigga is going.
Go ahead and grab my gun and go back to the house.
Both ears or just one?
I can't hear.
Let's worry about the ears later. Okay.
Lashana, you say something on the left side, you're gonna be fucked up. I'm trying to tell you. Go ahead and say something over here.
I'm glad I'm never on your left, I guess.
Yeah, you're on the right side, brother. Yeah.
Were you deployed recently?
Yeah, so my last deployment, I was actually on a ship. We were in the Eastern Mediterranean for basically the entire time.
About what's going on right now.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's the same problem.
So it's a possibility that me and Court might be your brother soon.
You said might be my brother?
39. You know what I'm saying? Court like 33, 34. I heard they went up to 42. So
hey, listen, sign up. All I can say,
they gotta come get me.
Hey, listen. Find your nearest recruiter and go talk to him. And matter of fact, I see my brother's online. He's watching too. You go ahead and sign up too, Dan. Hey, listen, everybody, go find your nearest recruiter. It's time. It's time to sign up. We got to get with it.
I can't hold a knife. I can't hold that.
And we don't need you to hold
my
anything.
hand.
We'll teach you.
Hey,
we'll teach you.
My shit works, bro. Look at my shit, bro.
Can't hear out his left.
I can't even hear on the left side, bro. I'm good, bro. I tell you, I don't need these, boo.
Y'all want to hear something funny though? When I was in high school,
they recruit women too.
I got recruited when I was in high school, and they came to my house. I was going to the army. I was going to be a photographer in the army, and I had everything set up. I was like, gonna sign the paper, and my dad was like, "Get out of my house." I was this close. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about black parents. They don't not be on it. They don't be on it.
But they
I'm like, bro can't hear either. On his left side, bro. I'm trying to tell you, he does not need to be there. Oh, not send my boy there. I'll advocate for him. You see, brother can't hear. He don't need to be there.
Hey, we're recruiting everybody. Listen, everybody, it's time to sign it. You sign
I
up
look,
too. Court, we got you.
This
Tori,
when I
my
knew
sister's on too. Everybody.
This when I
They
knew.
don't
This when
want
I
me
knew
no
it was
more.
time. This when I knew it was go time. When they dropped that weed requirement, I said, "Oh, not the high niggas. You want the high niggas too? Oh Lord!" I swear to God, I watched that shit. My heart started beating on that one. I said, "They gonna take me, bro." I
smoke weed.
What?
I'm good.
They want the weed heads too. Oh my God, we is all gone. We is still the unit of us that was all like, yeah, we ain't going there. Want us? We smoke weed. Yeah.
Welcome to Wednesdays.
Yeah.
You see, when I see that, bro, I like to pistol myself. I said, this is ridiculous.
Real quick.
Yes, sir.
Well, you're part of it because you're here. Oh, but so I haven't put out an episode in a long time, but we're still getting listens. So appreciate people while I'm thinking about it. While we talking about getting gone. Appreciate y'all. I want to do a quick little game with y'all. Ain't nothing too crazy this time.
Like it.
We'll do a little this or that, if y'all don't mind. For everybody. I'll take everybody's answers. The first one is leader or boss.
Leader.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Talk to me. That's why I want to hear it. He said it's the same thing. Now I want to hear it.
What should it do? Come out, boom. No, pull it out.
I feel like all bosses ain't leaders.
That's right.
Some bosses are fueled by other leaders.
So we talking nepotism?
We talking about people that end up in the wrong roles.
So I want to go technical, man. All right, bro. All right.
So title seekers first off, and then you have the micromanager. Then you have like the one that feels as if like, okay, I know everything. You don't know nothing. I don't need your input. A leader is somebody who's going to take the whole team. We're going to be inclusive in these tough decisions. Okay. I have compassion for you if you want to move forward. Do you want to go shadow this area? Let's go find out what it's like. You know, leaders are different. They lead you into
I think leaders have some type of...
Do they lead you into better things?
They have
leaders
do.
Shout out Donald Trump leading us into the greatest...
Yeah, leader. I mean, anywho, I didn't mean for that to be like a long drawn out explanation. It's supposed to be like quick hitters, but I appreciate y'all for thinking. Y'all some thinking. Because I was just like, I'm gonna get through these real quick, and then
that nigga Trump is bossing and leading.
All right, so love or respect?
Respect.
I respect, for sure. Respect. I don't need your love. You can love a dog. Give me my respect.
Respect.
Sometimes you'll respect them dogs too, because they'll run from them niggas though.
Love may not last forever, but you gonna respect some respect.
I don't know though. I don't know. Love is unconditional. If love right,
not for everybody.
No, it ain't,
bro. I don't know, bro. If you going off the correct definition, I'm gonna take love.
Let me go look up the definition because I have a GED.
All right, well, while you do that, you got an answer?
I was gonna say love, because I truly believe that if real love requires respect, and that's the way I look at it.
All right. Discipline or motivation?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I'm gonna go discipline.
Yeah, I gotta say discipline.
What was
that motivation? You can motivate
discipline or motivation.
Yeah, probably discipline for sure. Because niggas can be motivated and then later fuck down like I'm gonna really do this.
I was motivated for a minute. I heard the video. That was a real good video.
Hey,
let me go
real quick. You see, love. Love is a profoundly tender, passionate affection and a deep, warm attachment towards people or things characterized by care, intimacy, and commitment. If I hate you enough, I can care to fuck you up.
Okay.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Say that again.
If I can,
I don't know if it's gonna make
right,
sense.
Yeah. Hold on. Listen to me.
I can hate you. I can care enough that I can hate you enough to. I don't even know how I said that. That was
I can't wait to get that clip. That's gonna be. I don't know if it was profound or bullshit. That's the crazy thing. That's why I wanted you to say it again because it might have been profound. Like It might have been great.
I can care enough to hate you.
No,
but that ain't what you said the first time. You said something about fucking somebody up, and I was,
you did.
bro, I was
All right, well,
All right, keep going. DC.
The very truest form of love is called agape. So,
so that's the Western dictionary shit that we ain't supposed to be reading.
well, just saying.
See? Yeah, there we go, Miss Reed.
Okay. She got it. She heard it.
Well,
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
I hate you,
one more time.
If I hate you, I'm fuck you up, right?
It might be broke
I don't know if I hate it, but I wanted to.
It might be broke down.
Hey,
I told you.
Hey, that's a T-shirt.
Hey,
Yes,
Boom.
it is.
Hey, Boom. I'm not gonna lie to you, Boom. You own something.
You own something? That's a T-shirt. Boom. You
I
better
like
get the
looking at
copyrights on it.
Oh, that's gonna be cooking.
Now.
Hey, tomorrow we gonna see that on the show.
Crazy. Wow.
All right. Follow first or lead first?
Well, if we talking about on an
we
airplane,
waiting on you, bro. That's your answer right there.
I gotta say follow first.
Follow
You gotta
first,
learn.
lead
You
last.
gotta learn to lead, right?
That's
Lead
right.
last. Follow first, lead last.
That's right.
But this is what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
I felt like that was a bait. I wasn't even gonna. I was gonna answer last because I was gonna listen, but I felt like that was a setup for me. I'll dunk that one. I ain't gonna dunk the one. I ain't gonna dunk the one about my wife earlier, but I'll dunk that one for you.
Yeah, you did try to get you up. He tried to get you on the couch, bro. You about to do the couch. You got home. As soon as you walk this, you're gonna be like, say that shit you said. What did you say?
Last one. Legacy or success?
Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know because I don't know if I want to be behind for you people.
No, how do you want to be remembered?
By who? Who the hell is by who? Your children? That's about it. And then they only feel like you obligated to do everything for them. So I mean, it's really like, who you leaving it behind for?
I'm doing
what back around though.
I
don't want y'all to do 13 documentaries and 2 movies, and the last one I actually died in.
Fuck you.
How Sway? How Sway?
I don't need it, man.
How Sway? How do we always find?
I promise you.
Somewhere.
I promise you. I wouldn't even let him make one.
Welcome, Lou, to the show.
Let me ask
I don't know. We might have been this wild last time Lou was here too.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think it was that bad. I watched that episode.
Let me ask you a question. How do you lead when you're not at your mentally best? Best mentally, sorry.
That's when you got to lock in right there.
Oh, is that me? Okay. I
mean, anybody can answer, but I was gonna start with you.
Well, I always want to start with I don't know a person who is at their best mentally because I feel like we're all on a journey. I don't think any last one of us could ever admit that, man, I'm there. I am like mentally at my apex because I feel like if you get there, it's time to die at that point because you have nothing else to work towards. And so I would say that if you at all times we're trying to lead when we're not in our mental best, but if we're in our slump, I think that's time for transparency. Now I got to be clear with that because a lot of times when I say that, especially when talking to like young leaders, they believe it's time to sit down on the couch and go pull up to their team and just start crying. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is finding the people who like your true inner circle, like those people who actually seen you cry and they actually held you up. Like those are the people you need to be transparent with behind closed doors and try to fill yourself up first. Like be encouraged by them. Like for me, for example, it's my siblings all day. Like you see them logged in, they're locked in. They've been locked in for my entire life. So I know I have somewhere I can go when I'm not in my mental best. So I can take a knee, lean on their shoulders and get built up by them first before I even go talk to anybody else. Because I think if you go out and you have yourself all vulnerable and you're exposed, people are going to pick on that. They're going to, like you're talking about the country, like chickens on the chicken farm, they peck at vulnerability. They peck at those sores. And I think that's what'll happen if you go out and you're vulnerable and you're showing all these emotions and things because you're not at your mental best. So I would say, first of all, get with somebody who you can heal with. And I will say that that's the best way that you can go out and actually lead through that.
That was a nice segue, Lou. I love that because
he killed 2 of my questions. Sorry, LaShawna. He killed 2 of my questions with one answer.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Because I ain't got to ask the question now.
We had an episode where we were discussing like being tough and like men weren't supposed to cry, they're not supposed to do these types of things. And I said, no, everybody has the ability to pour those things out. You know, pour your you have to fill your cup.
That's not what happened. What happened was we said we not riding around in the car 3 deep listening to Keisha Cole.
That was the crux of the episode. That was kind of where we broke off.
She said we should be so vulnerable with each other that we can ride around playing Sip from Heaven.
If you need to, yes. I believe that is something that everybody goes through. And if you have, wait a minute, boom, okay, Papa.
He had to go walk his goldfish.
But like you said, you have your siblings that you can lean on and you can be vulnerable with them. So if y'all brothers and y'all going through somebody's going through something on a car ride, y'all should be able to have those discussions.
Yeah, I think those.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, I always call it strategic vulnerability. Now I'm not gonna listen to Keisha Cole. I don't know about that, but
okay. Clear that up. Thank you for doing that on the first thing. Thank you.
That's all we were saying, Lashana. We ain't gonna be vulnerable. Just not enough to listen to Keisha Cole. Let beat with 3 dudes.
Bro, I'm telling you, if your brother got in the car, Lou, and he said, "You all right, bro?" and you just turned on Sip from Heaven, you're like, "Yeah, bro." If you ever waited your whole life,
I don't know if I'm that vulnerable with you right now, brother.
Come on, Lou. Your brother gonna look at you like.
Yeah, he's probably gonna think I actually lost it. He's gonna be like,
yeah, bro. He's gonna be like, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time.
You know, I always call it strategic vulnerability, and I always equate it, especially for men, to like football, right? In football, if you got somebody that's weak on the line, you don't just go through and be like, all right, that dude's weak. We're just gonna let the defense keep penetrating the line, keep sacking the quarterback. No, you put somebody behind him, and you fill that gap, and that's all you're doing. You don't go to the defense and tell him, man, listen, my right guard, man, he had torn ACL. He's out there playing on the torn ACL, so just go right around him. No, you go out and you talk to your team. Hey, man, we know that Lou's out there. He's playing on that bum knee. We're going to have to put a fullback behind him to help block. And I think that's what we have to think about when we're talking about vulnerability. We bring the team in. We tell them, hey, man, I'm not okay, and I need some help. Mm-hmm. And that's where they fill that gap. And I don't know if it requires Keisha Cole or not, and to each their own, but I think that finding a way to communicate that.
I don't know too many situations that any man should require Keisha Cole. I can't think of too many.
I can't think of many myself.
Your analogy was right on point, though. I like that. Thank you.
You see, but he made it. You see how he made it? He used football.
Yeah, you should have used football. That's where you went wrong. You gave us Keisha Cole in a car.
Y'all should be vulnerable enough to do that.
Listen, I didn't even say Keisha Cole. Y'all brought up Keisha, and then DC did a whole out the window.
That was wild.
So what if one of the dudes that's in the car singing Keisha Cole get out and come try and talk to you?
You in touch with your emotions.
Listen,
oh my God,
you done with something else too.
What? I wouldn't knock it. I mean, listen. I'm not going to judge anybody for their song choice. You know, if they want to listen to Keisha Cole and that's the way they able to get back to their 100%, then shoot, man. Hey, do it. Let's figure it out. I'm not gonna be able to name. I can't name 5 Keisha Cole songs, so we're not gonna bond over it. But, listen. But we can get together and man, we can talk about. I can work with you, brother. But I can't name Keisha.
I'm not gonna lie to you. As soon as I hear the Keisha Cole, I'll start praying immediately. I don't know what's coming over my brother, Lord. In the name of Jesus, let's cover him. I'm trying to tell you.
What'd you say the man's name was? She was into. Okay, that was Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, y'all.
Frederick Douglass type of dude.
Hey,
I mean, I don't know why Frederick Douglass, but anywho,
you get out the car, Frederick Douglass and Timberlands is crazy. You gotta chill.
See how they do me?
Okay.
They put me on Frederick Douglass. Like I didn't even know who the man. I thought I was like Don King Jr. I don't know.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Just saying.
He said, "Who you into?" He said
a scholar. Well, he did say a scholar fella. So I did like the gesture of the situation, but I don't think Frederick Douglass was the guy. You know what I'm saying? I think Frederick Douglass was crazy.
I took a shot in the dark, man. I'm sorry. I was just
making the AI Frederick Douglass was even more insane.
That wasn't me.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That wasn't
was
me.
disrespectful. Y'all put him in blue eyes and like he had lightning coming out. And no.
That wasn't me. So I got another question. How do you and this is kind of for everybody again. How do you guys check yourselves when your ego starts to creep into your leadership?
I think ego is a big part of leadership. I think ego is a very, very unmeasured thing when it comes to leading. Because you have to know who you are. And I think ego is knowing who you are. I don't think that it should be like the front thing that you lead with, but I think you have to be firm in leadership. I think you have to lead with a kind of edge to yourself, right? So me, I've been in leadership for about 2 years, 3 years. And leading other people is a difficult thing for me, especially people that's older than me. So I fall into this thing where people that's older than me, they tend to like try to pick at that thing of me being younger. But I also express that I've worked very hard to be in this situation. I also worked my way up in the industry that I'm in. So I also lead with, hey, this is my type of experience. I get in the kitchen, I lead by example. So I think that is the biggest part of it. I get out there and I do my work. I do the same work that y'all do. I don't expect nothing more, nothing different from myself that I would expect y'all to give to the residents or whatever we doing or whatever we carrying out. And I think that carry over through everything that you do. And it make you successful. So I think ego is a big part of it. You got to know who yourself, you got to know your self-worth and who you are. So I think ego is a crazy word. It's 50-50 for me.
All right.
Yeah, I think I like what you're saying there, and I know ego is typically like wrapped up with a negative connotation, but really it's exactly what you're talking about. It's about understanding your self-worth and your identity, and I think that's really what we're talking about there when it comes to that. A lot of times when we throw out the word ego, we're talking about an overassessment of your self-worth, and that's not really that means you have a big ego, you have a negative, you've taken that same identity and you've made yourself better than somebody else. But really knowing who you are and being firm in your values is what leaders have to have in order to be good leaders. Otherwise, you're going to follow the wind, and I think that's what makes leaders pretty weak. They just follow the wind wherever it goes, and that's usually the leaders you could push over. And quite honestly, I don't think they last very long in whatever industry they're in.
So I think it would be more self-assurance, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ego.
No.
Same thing.
Well, see, this is the problem.
It's literally the same thing. That's what I'm saying. People, we get caught up in these words, and it's the same thing.
This is the problem with these people with these big egos and shit, man. They like you said, they overestimate themselves. They put themselves in a place where they shouldn't be because you can't tell them who or what they should be. And a lot of times when they are preached to and taught, oh, you gotta have and be self-assured, they feel like, well, this is how I'm self-assured. You can't tell me what I'm supposed to, even if they're not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore it can become a conflict. But I do think that as a leader, if you are doing something and you have an ego, I think that you just have to be willing to take the punches that come with it. If you are going to be on top, there are people that's going to want your position, and you can't break down for them because they're lower than you in that situation. But I also think that you have to hold yourself accountable. If I'm on top of the music, that don't mean I'm on top of the movie. So when I walk in the movie world, I got to come with some respect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though
I get exactly what you're saying, bro. It's like a humbling experience, right? Like I wouldn't walk in somebody else's space with my ego so high, like I run the place.
Correct, but if you come over here, though, you better come correct, man. You better come correct.
But I also want y'all to know that court is here. My talent is not wasted. My time is not wasted. And when I'm here, I want my time to be valued as well. So I think that's the part that people.
I mean, it depends on what time you bring it, because I might not be on your type of time.
That's true. That's true, and I get it, and I get what you're saying.
It's different.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying in an invited space. I'm saying in those type of space where it's a mutual.
It's valuable though.
But no, like I'm saying with you, like me and you, like we have a mutual understanding of respect, and we do business, and business work properly because we have a mutual respect for each other. Amen. You know what I'm saying? That's the same that go with anybody else. But we all have our own
world, though. Now, if I was doing movies and you was doing music, you wouldn't come over here telling me how to cut my scenes.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not coming over there to tell you how to do nothing. Right now, I'd be like, shit, boom. I don't know what the fuck you just did. I can't tell you what the hell to do. I be like, fuck,
and so you got to come with respect right at that point, no matter how big you are.
No matter who you are, you have
humble your ego. So that's what I'm saying. So your ego you can be self-assured, but you still got to know where you at. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I wish I had to say 100%.
Yeah, I think so. You're talking about it, Boom, and I think one of the biggest things that we always get taught about humility, but we never know what it looks. And so our version of humility is usually self-denigrated. It's talking ourselves down. And so then we have this other side. So we have like humility over here where it's like, well, I'm nothing. Oh, no, I shouldn't be at the table. You know, I'm sitting in the back corner. You know, I don't have much to say. And then we have this other side where we're almost like having to be on this. So I'm egotistical. Well, I think way too highly of myself. And really, I think what we have to do is just start teaching, especially young leaders, like how to do it and how to be in between, because there is an in between. And I think that's really what we have to start doing. We have to teach them what humility looks like. It looks like what you both were talking about. It's like knowing that if I'm not a specialist in music or movies or any in that kind of stuff, why would I walk in the room and pretend I know everything? But that also doesn't mean I don't need to sit at the table. If I got a seat at the table, my position provides me a seat at the table, then you sit at the table. You know what I mean? And I think that's really what we have to start really teaching folks and helping them understand that's really the divide. And I think when we're preached to be humble, especially growing up, and we don't have a model of what that looks like, we tend to start talking down on ourselves. And especially for our community, we really can't do that. We don't have that opportunity, because the second you enter the room and you don't use your seat at the table to influence somebody, then you lose that seat at the table just like that. And they're waiting for the opportunity.
And I like what Lou just said. I grew up around. When I realized this, when I went to school, I grew up around a lot of black dudes, a lot of black people. Like, and I realized this as an adult. Like, that's what they preach to me. Like, when you walk in a room, have some confidence. Don't be the dull person in a room. Make sure you're seen in these rooms. Make sure you stand out. It's not about that. It's about this. You already black. You already go to these rooms. You're black. You're big and black. You go to there big and black, Courtney. You got to stand out, bro. You cannot be a shadow of yourself. So I always had this confidence thing. Like, I don't care, bro. I'm talking to everybody. I'm walking in these rooms with so much confidence that I'm selling myself off the confidence. If that makes sense. Like, it's simple.
Good answers. 1,000 points for everybody, even though it's not a point system. Can we do a little true and false? I like to switch this up every now and then. You guys mind a little true and false?
Oh, good. Yeah.
First one: strict parenting creates stronger adults.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll go false.
False. That is definitely false.
I'm gonna go true.
All right, we'll move on, because you don't got to defend yourself. This thing. Well, actually, these words defend that shit. So this was
all right.
So Bill, right, you the opposite.
Can I just say why I think you got to have some kind of. All right, bro said something earlier that I agree with. Growing up in the community that we kind of grow up in, you don't have no say so in the household. Nothing. When you in here, if you ain't paying no bills, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is a loaded way of parenting, right? So now you got a person in your house that has all these emotions, that has all these things, and we tend to overcompensate for our trauma with our kids. And that becomes a thing. That becomes a thing where it's like you almost doing things differently. You're doing things backwards. Right. Because you're overcompensating, and then you're also telling them you don't have no say-so here. So you giving them everything that they want, but telling them you really don't have no say-so here. So I think we just do things a little backwards with the strict part of it. How strict are you? What are you strict on? What is the what is the parameters of your strictness? You can't come in after 8 o'clock. Is your parameters on outside? Is your parameters on the technology in your house? How you governing that thing is ultimately how it's going to work. But I think being too strict will ultimately push your kids away.
That is true. Why do I have that?
They'll come back, Boom. They'll come back, but they're going to come back broken. They're going to come back angry. They're going to come back like you did something. Now, I know you don't supposed to give a fuck because you don't owe nobody anything. That's life. But I think if you want to sleep well at night, you know what I'm saying, you just had that balance of parenting, it'll work out. They're human beings too. They just your fucked up versions of yourself sometimes.
They are answering the question for me. What was going on here?
No, because I was just because I know you about to go at that. I know you about to be next. I know you about to attack what I just said. So I wanted to go ahead and defend.
Let me say this first. I think a lot of people forget that we are raising people, not kids, like babies. You're raising a person. They're going to grow up. They're going to start having their own opinions. They're going to start having their own way of who they are. And so when you mix that with how we grew up, it's going to be a little different. The times today makes them a little bit different. So I like what you said about technology, Courtney. Yeah, that is vitally important. Like my child had to have that phone on the counter at 8:00 every day. He's still, at this point, he's 18. That needs to be on a counter at a specific time. I don't play that. So it's more like not controlling them. I think is giving them the tools to be disciplined and respectful and all that good stuff. Corporal punishment, that's a whole different level. If anybody was about to bring that up, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, corporal punishment. What that is again?
When you tell them, I knock your ass between the washer and dryer.
Oh, so normal shit. A normal Friday night.
Fucking around down here in this basement like you must be smelling your motherfucking self down here, boy.
Oh, okay, that's a normal.
You smelling yourself down here, boy?
Go get that switch off the tree. Yeah,
go outside and get that motherfucking switch and come back in here.
Man, I had to do that one time. I never do that again. That death walk to pick your own intermittent
discussion. I ain't gonna lie to you. Picking the leaves off that bitch.
And then you gotta pick
to get deep with it is crazy.
And bro, my grandfather was from Mississippi. They know how to braid the motherfuckers together, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, they used to braid the motherfuckers together, my nigga, and tie a little thing around them. And again, I did that fucked up one time and caught that motherfucker. I probably shouldn't be telling, but the statute of limitations are off. So anywho, I got whipped like Kobe one time in my life. Nigga, he pulled that motherfucker. Hey, I had to watch. You how hard it is to watch a motherfucker. You got to go pick that motherfucker, then watch him braid that shit and tie it like rolling a blunt. They rolling them twigs together.
Looking at
Jimi Hendrix whoop your ass. You sit there for 15 minutes as all this going down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one time I'm cool, bro. That's
he got some character out of it.
Hell yeah, nigga.
Ain't go nowhere. I ain't gonna lie. A little co-partment ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Go ahead, Lou. You was on the other chain too. So go ahead, man. You go ahead as well.
Yeah. So if we're talking, first of all, yeah, I did get whooped growing up. That's not even a question. But I'll tell you the one thing that I had to learn, and this wasn't necessarily a personal decision. It was more so tied to both a career and the place I was living, which was California. I had a buddy who they pulled up to his job and arrested him on site because his son, who was light skinned, he's mixed, had a mark on him. Now, according to California law, there was no problem with that. But according to the teacher who saw it and reported it, and the police that went and picked him up, and now the bosses that saw him get detained and arrested and put in the back of a police car, it's another story. So it didn't matter what happened in court, and so that forced me to have to come up with different ways to think about to raising the children. And to your question, DC, about strict versus not strict, I really think that the word strict is exactly what it sounds like, and it's restrictive. It sounds a lot like how we came to this United States of America in many ways. And it was by restrictions, and that's the way of living that we learned. So it's not about restrictions. I don't think it's about being strict. It is about setting boundaries, and that's what you all are talking about, having boundaries to let them know that you got to have a way that you're putting your phone on the counter for a reason, so you can get a good night's sleep, and so that way you can learn how to interact with other people. There's something behind everything. You're not just setting rules and boundaries and restricting them from things just for the sake of doing it because I said so. And I think that's really what we had to start learning. And I had to learn that. Again, it wasn't by choice. I would, in my mind, I would have preferred to lead the same way my parents led me. But I knew that there's no amount of explanation as what was going to happen to my Marine commanders or anybody when I had to show up out of the handcuffs after getting bailed out. The next day I had to go to work and tell them, oh yeah, I had to get arrested for this. And there's no amount of explanation. There's no all the court cases and all that stuff. My career would have been ruined, just like his was. So there's things that you have to really understand and start trying to think through. Like it's all about being intentional. That's all it is. To your point, Court, it's not about like worried about how they're going to be like way down the line. It's really worried about just trying to raise them to be respectful, good, community contributing adults. And at the end of the day, if they decide to grow up and become crackheads, then it's not on you, right? You did your part.
I didn't know you was gonna be a fiend. The fuck out of here trying to steal my microwave though before I smoke you.
All right, let's move on. True or false?
Boom didn't get the answer, bro.
Yeah, Boom's right.
Oh, Boom, I thought you answered. All right. Oh yeah, you said true. Why?
Over here, you know what I'm saying? I let them talk about why it's not okay to be strict, and I'm gonna tell you right now, strictness rules the goddamn nation. We're gonna be strict around here. First off, let's just talk about the simple simplicity of strict. You had a grown and sexy bar. Everybody there dressed to impress. Whole crowd of motherfuckers come in there, draws up their goddamn mat. This is a grown and sexy bar. We have a strict dress code. You ain't supposed to be in here like this. This is how we came to chill. We were talking about shit, but you don't understand that because you wasn't taught this shit when you was a motherfucking child. There is places for that. And we don't teach that part of strictness when we are being strict. And that is my problem only with parenting when people are being strict, because we allow these kids to be free and experiment and shit. They do weird shit and they come back crackheads before they even grown. And then that falls on you. And we talking about whooping kids and beating on kids. That shit ain't cool. But as far as figure out how to get you a phone if you ain't gonna respect my rules, that's a total different strictness. As far as I don't have to feed you steaks because I'm cooking steaks, that's a different total strictness. That don't mean I'm not gonna feed you, but that just means you're not gonna get that golden girl cover that you wanted. You're just gonna get a regular ass cover. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not gonna be what you want. I think a lot of times, like I seen a video of a girl mad at her mom because she didn't get her the correct phone. Like she got her like the brand new phone, but it just wasn't the phone she wanted. She was talking to her crazy. And the lady streaming this stuff talking about, I got her this phone. And she mad at, and the girl, bitch, I ain't want that phone. It's like, this is process of not being strict. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't say beat on your kids. You don't have to beat on your kids. But sometimes, even if you don't, you start seeing these kids get a little bit older and you start seeing them beat on their parents. I live by this, man. Shit, I ain't God, but he kicked the devil out. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time, man, if you ain't gonna respect the rules, and we ain't talking about rules because I say so. We talking about clear, defined rules. No, I don't want you wearing this because if you're wearing this as a 16-year-old, 15-year-old girl, these guys out here who are already ready to be predators are gonna look at you as an adult. If I got more than 2 girls, you know what I'm saying? Now I only got one chance to kill a man. You feel me? Because then how I'm gonna kill the rest of them? So I need you to really listen to me when I tell you not to wear this shit. This ain't about being strict. This is about, but you have to break these things down. But yes, no, you're not going to wear that. I'm not going to allow you to. We have to get a clear understanding. If you're going to smoke, I may not even want you to smoke. I smoked when I was 15, and I may allow you to smoke when you're a child. But you need to smoke at home because people lay shit. If you got to fucking do it, I'd rather you do it around me than be outside doing it. I do not want you outside smoking. If you have to, we'll figure something out. But we gotta have some strict fucking shit going on around here, especially in this weird ass fucking world. I don't know what y'all talking about. I ain't fucking with it though. Niggas gonna have to hear what the hell I'm talking about.
I think you said the same thing we all saying in just real aggressive way.
Very aggressive. very mad aggressive, bro.
Yes.
You said
everything we all just said, bro. I want you to know that, bro. Like, we all
listening to me though. I'm with
you probably should have said false because I think you got the word strict, meaning like
you just said the same thing. It's gonna be a bunch of boundaries in this bitch.
I seen it. It's like you gotta. You
don't. All you boom. You said
absolute obedience.
Boundaries. You
yes.
talking about boundaries.
Yes.
Absolute obedience is different than strict, bro. That's
the definition. That's part of the definition. Absolute obedience.
Okay. Yeah, puppies not okay. All right. Well, moving on.
Good luck with a child.
I'm gonna let you have that. True or false? Respect. And this is probably a wild question to ask you, Boom, after what you just said, but respect matters more than being liked.
For sure, because when you realize what the hell I'm talking about, you're gonna love me in the end. You ain't gonna like me at all. but then at the end, you're gonna love me. You're gonna be like, yep, I'm glad I had to deal with that shit. I guarantee you. They brought me flowers.
All right. Guys, true or false?
You heard him.
All right.
Yeah, respect, definitely. I don't care who likes me.
He nailed that one. He nailed that bitch for everybody. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Unanimous.
You love me at the end.
I'm not here for you.
You might not love me. You might not love how I say it, but you're gonna respect me tomorrow when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many times my mama said something, and you be at the store, you be pushing that cart, you be like, damn, she was right.
We definitely ain't doing all the bitch hoe, motherfucker, I hate you, fuck you, all that shit. We ain't gonna go like that.
Oh no.
I got two left. Most people in leadership positions aren't actual leaders.
Yeah, that's true.
I told you, all bosses is fueled by other leaders.
Especially the ones with the big egos.
Yeah, the ones with the big egos, the ones you see at the big chair, with that big ass chair.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get those in the door? Never mind.
Yeah, I know how they get them in the door, bro.
Bro, I've seen one that
you gotta build
like
them in the office.
Yeah, you gotta get the build in the office, bro.
That is too. If you gotta get a chair built in the office, your ego.
You carry the box in, you slide it through the door, then you break it down inside the office.
Boom! I seen a nigga with a Skeletor chair. This motherfucker was bigger than him, man. It was
right there.
That dude that comes in the office with that big ass binder. Yeah. He's stealing everybody's ideas.
Hey, I can see DC now. You get the legs, get the other legs. We're gonna turn it like this.
I'm not forgetting one of them big ass chairs. Last one. You should never show weakness in front of people you lead.
Yeah. That's a good question, but I've done it.
I've done it. It depends on the situation.
I feel like any leader has been put in a moment where the team is going to be weak. And that's where you have to lead. That's where you show true leadership in a weak moment.
I think that as a leader, you know that there's going to come a time where you're going to come to like a more alpha situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Lou, I don't know how old you are. Are you under the age of 39? Because I'm 39.
Yeah, I am. I'm 35.
Okay, and then you got like a lot, even with you being younger than me, I'm sure you got like a lot more experience in this world than me. So some of us as leaders, because I'm leading my family the best of my ability, right? And I've been told like, oh, you doing this, blah. But I know that there will be a time I may come across a Lou in front of my children where I have to be like, shit, it ain't too much I can say right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to let that man speak, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that that's a major part of leading, to be able to step back when you know something else is there, regardless of the age or whatever. It's like you got to respect what's in front of you. I think that's a part of leadership that we have to be able to.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
You know what I'm saying? When you got to listen to another man.
You just said that, though, boom. When you just said that, though, boom, it made me think about times like when MLK was alive, and that might be why times were different. Like, you know how many men packed in arenas to see MLK speak about peace, about freedom, about shit like that. That's why I think that the value of being a man has changed so much, because we can't take that criticism from another man. Our ego, our pride is in the way of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like your partner, your friend, he should be able to call and check you at any time, tell you how he feel, how that situation go, and there should be no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? It should be no hard feelings because we disagree, right? There should be no hard feelings that we don't see the same values and views. But I think when your pride in the middle, it changes that value of the man. And I think that's the difference, because MLK and them, they was like that. And that's why they were stronger. That's why they knew to kill MLK.
And he was.
That's why they knew that, bro. That's why. And I don't mean to put MLK on like in this moment, but that like it's a real leadership thing. Like, he led the people. No matter what you
about to keep fucking my bitch.
You so sick. You are sick. You don't listen
All
to him.
right, well, let's that was fun for everyone.
It's that pride, bro.
Free, nigga. You ain't finna be up here fucking on me.
All right, I do got one more question. And it's for everybody. One is a two-part question. One, what does legacy mean to you guys, and what is the legacy you want to leave behind or that you're building for your kids?
Yeah.
Well, for me, I think legacy is finding a way to repeat your successes well beyond your time with your family, with your organization, whatever that is. So whatever successes you found, finding ways to continue to repeat that. Not necessarily tied to a specific like dollar amount or tied to whatever other thing, and it could reveal itself in those things. But in reality, it's just saying, okay, what does success mean to me in my lifetime? What was success in this company, in this organization, and what is success like for me, for my family, my kids, and then trying to find a way to repeat that. So creating systems, like for example, we like talking about finances because that's a real easy way to like envision legacy. And so the reason I like using finance as an example is because you can look at my parents. They really instilled in us education. And so when we went to school, we were able to go and, get academic scholarships. We were able to get athletic scholarships. And those are things that we were able to do to set us up for success. But they didn't have the funds to put aside for us. And so for us, we were like, all right, that's the baseline. So my parents talked about education. So we're going to make sure our children have education, and we're going to make sure they have some funds for school when it's time for them to go. And I think that's really what legacy looks like. It's building upon like previous successes and finding ways to keep doing that over time. So that way your family, your kids, your organization can continue to be successful for years to come.
Yeah.
Gotta preach that education. Education gotta be that baseline. I don't give a fuck what you do. If you don't, my mama used to be, bro, I got put out the car. My mama put me out in the middle of the road, bro. We got report card. She got my shit. She said, oh yeah, you know what? Only people that get good grades should be able to ride in the car. You should walk. Get out my shit. I don't understand why you even in the car.
You got a problem with streak?
My mama don't play, bro. Mama don't play. But you know what I was thinking about when I was walking?
That was good. I like that.
You know what the fuck I was thinking about when I was walking? I said, oh my God. I promise you, when I get back to school tomorrow, I want all the missing assignments, bro. That was the longest hour and a half of my life, bro. And I was fat as fuck, boy. My school, and I had on a full blazer uniform walking through Detroit. Boy, I swear to God, I got chased by a dog. Bro, I got chased by a dog for so long, I gave up. I just laid down. Do what you gonna do.
It could have been snowing.
My mama didn't play that, bro. Education was it. You gotta get a diploma, and then you can talk to me.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I love it though, because a lot of times we look at what our parents did, and like I said, I tried to repeat exactly what my parents did, and before I even saw it ain't gonna work. And that's the thing, is knowing what works. Like she knew that you're gonna walk, you're gonna get chased by that dog, and you're gonna go to school and get your grades up, and it worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's what's important.
Sometimes you gotta just, boy. My mama didn't play. My mama was like, "Hey, listen, I want you to go get it, and then if you gotta want it for yourself too,
yeah,
right? But if you don't want it for yourself, I'm gonna make you want it for yourself. You know what that is? Boom! You never had a person make you want it for yourself. My mom came up to the school, bro. She stood outside the door. I'm in there throwing shit, having a good ass time. They like niggas looking at me like. I'm looking like they started Grand Reaper. What the fuck is y'all shaking like? Oh shit! My mama dragged me from the 3rd floor of the school all the way down to the ground floor.
Mm-hmm. If I ever catch you, is that what she said?
No. She said, I'm gonna beat your ass in front of these people because you acting the ass in front of these people. That's what she said. You want to act the ass in front of these people? I'm gonna show them. And you know, when you go to a black school, they turn their head. They ain't say shit.
Not at all.
They ain't give a fuck. They say, yeah, Courtney got fucked up in the office. And then my teacher be like, I'm gonna call your mama, right? Please, bro, don't do that. You know she at work. And my mama biggest thing was, don't call me at work. If they call me at work, bro,
it's over.
She coming, bro. She not playing. But when I got my diploma, I was flexing hard. I was like, look, I'm out. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gone. But when the first year out of my mom's house, first year out of my mom's house, I called and told her everything. I said, hey, look, you ain't lie. These niggas be tripping out here. Everybody is on drugs. What is going on? The world is crazy. I'm gonna come home. Where are you at? Can you please come where I'm at? Can we move together? My mom moved literally where I moved to that next year. I was so happy. I was so fucking happy. Boom. I could not have been more happy. You hear me, bro? I said, this was stupid. I don't even know what I was thinking. This is fucking dumb. I'm telling y'all kids out here, listen, bro. Listen to your parents, bro. They are going off of experience. They going off experience of the game.
Yeah, no, they think they know everything.
That's what I say. Like Grand Theft Auto, y'all see how games go off experience? Like it go off of experience. The most experienced people usually win. They usually live longer. They usually last longer because they have more. Okay, maybe it's going over your head. I don't. Kids,
I
kids don't get that. The kids, no, I'm saying the kids don't get
kids,
that.
yeah,
They go over their head.
They watch it
my niece all the time. Like people been here before. Like everything that you've done, somebody's already done before. You're a copycat. Like I've seen people do that before, so it's not like unlikely to see it. So I think people just have to get an understanding of that with their kids, and I think that's the part of it. Like I know you're gonna fuck up. Yeah. I know you're gonna do it. So I have to just prepare myself on how I'm react to you fucking up.
Nah, but the real question is you gonna send them to hell for eternity?
We serve an omnipotent God. I told you this already. Omnipotent. You know what that means?
I love my Lord. I'm just saying though, like
I'm saying, you don't think like you though. You don't think like you. He's on the same time as you.
Right here, I'm gonna eat the shit.
If he thought like you, we already be cooked.
We be gone.
We'd have been dead. If God was a nigga from Watts, he'd have came down there and smoked all of us.
God was the nigga from before Jesus.
Oh no, not him.
Saying, bro.
This has been fun. As usual. Lou, appreciate you for coming. Please, before we get any further away from anything, tell everybody about the book, premise, what's going on with it. We want to give them a little cliff notes. That's cool. Don't give them too much because pre-sales are out. We want to make sure people are buying. As Courtney knows, we out here talking stuff. Everything. There we go. Lead Last is coming out. We not back to Hawking stuff. It's like QVC out here.
No, bro.
Got books. We got everything. Books.
You looking for a pause?
Yeah, sorry, it's breaking up a little bit, but like we talked about earlier, man. It's all called Lead Last. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay, perfect. It's starting to break up, and that's what happens when you have hotel Wi-Fi. But again, it's called Lead Last. It's really a book for emerging leaders trying to figure out who you are, figure out who you're leading, and trying to figure out how you're creating an environment where you can create self-starters and innovators. That's what Lead Last is all about. Like we already said, it's coming out on June 2nd. Pre-sales already started. You can find out anything you want. We have a website coming soon specifically for the book, but you can always go to parent-child-connect.com. We have all kinds of stuff on the website to include ways that you can buy the book. And of course, you can follow me on all the social media. And I have links all on there, so you can find it. Again, it's Lead Last, and I'm excited to talk about it and excited to join you guys tonight. I appreciate the laughs and the fun conversation. This was pretty good.
Appreciate you. Let me tell you something. I don't know who your marketing people is. I see that book over your shoulder. I wasn't gonna say that.
He got one copy behind him. Y'all see it? And remind you, he said he in the hotel. Who put that there?
Yeah,
the hotel guest. I was like, wow, they set up my book.
They already know what's going on.
I wasn't gonna step on your moment, but I was like, he got a book behind him. I like that.
Always ready.
That's
appreciate you for being here. Always a good time. Like I said, you're always welcome. Anytime you want to show up. Before we go, parting shots, get the people. Well, you already kind of told them everything, but give them a word of wisdom, real quick, and then everybody else, the usual talk to the people thing. So, Luke, give them some advice, real quick. Last word of wisdom before we get out of here.
If I had some last word of wisdom and talking to everybody, talking about leadership, something that stuck with me recently when I was having a conversation with some people back home. One of the things that we're talking through, trying to help people out. We want to be in the streets. We want to, invest. One of the things that I learned when getting to know people is one guy asked me, he said, "What's the alternative?" And so that really stuck with me. He's like, "What's the alternative to the streets?" because I was talking about, hey, you can do all these great things. You can do this, you can do that. And so that just reminded me, man, if you're going to be out there working, you're going to be out there doing your thing, get to know folks first. Get to know what their struggle is. Try to figure out, if you're going to help them, you got to know what their struggle is first. You got to meet them there. And before you can go ahead and try to preach to them, at least know what's going on in their life. So if I can leave one little tidbit of information or wisdom, it's that. It's really, if you're going to go out there and truly like give to the world, which I hope we all are trying to do, get to know those you're trying to give to, trying to lead and trying to influence, and give them what they need in that moment. You got to meet them at their needs. Otherwise, you're going to miss them.
Absolutely. Beautiful said. Yes, beautifully said.
Court, you said it like you wanted to go next. You want to go?
You did.
Court, talk to the people.
Court Report Radio Show tomorrow night. I'm back by myself. I don't know if Boom gonna be there. I need Boom to pull up because he just did some fire show tonight. Fire radio show. I mean, from the beginning to end, I ain't gonna lie. Letting Boom take over is a mistake. Because he done took over the whole fucking. He didn't bring in cats, dogs. I seen a snake in here. I seen all types of iguanas, all kind of pets in here. He got fishing rods.
Arizona.
Bro, he the booty in.
Brought a little Arizona.
No, I appreciate my brother. I wanted to give him a real shout out though. I appreciate my brother. He been holding it down. Court Report Radio Show for 2 nights. Tomorrow night is my first night doing it by myself. I'm gonna try to get there early, but I'm gonna try to do 7:15. I'm gonna try to do a whole hour to 8:15 tomorrow night. And then Friday night, the sexy couch, right before Vibes for Venus.
Oh, I have some
right before that. And then Tuesday night we back. We're gonna be talking about the cases. We got Melly's case. They paused for today. I was listening in. It's a lot going on. They was reading a lot of phone records and stuff like that. We're gonna talk about that Tuesday night. Yellow Beezy, it's that time, my boy. May is his time to face his murder for hire case. In the case of Mo 3. So we're gonna be talking about that on Tuesday night as well. I want to make sure y'all tune in for that. My boy Boom also we got a lot going on, don't we? Golly. Body Language, Court Report Records. Body Language is out right now on all platforms. Y'all go check it out. We got a song called Gravity. My boy Boom single off that album. It's the first single of the new year for us. So shout out Boom for that. He's gonna be talking about it, I'm pretty sure. But Body Language is on the way in May 1st. Body Language.
Ashana.
All right, so I have some news. Vibes for Venus is on a 2-week hiatus. We are exploring the galaxy at the moment and coming to a fruition because your girl here is going to be doing a little traveling. I am going to graduate, and I have a well-deserved little, vacation. So, thank you very much. So I will be on a 2-week hiatus, and we will rejoin the orbit in 2 weeks.
Well, that's great. That's great. Congratulations
on
all that.
Appreciate it.
Free Friday.
Black
Don't get your shaking too high now. I might be like DC run the show.
Yeah. Good luck.
You gonna run that rerun? You gonna run the rerun?
I'll put a
boom. A rerun.
Yeah, I have some stuff for you.
I'll rerun it. Yeah. Boom. I saved you for last for a reason. I don't think you get enough credit. I don't think you get enough credit.
A lot of credit over here.
No. I don't think you get enough credit. I'm not talking about from us. I mean from people who don't get to see behind the scenes, who don't get to see the person you are, you know what I'm saying, not on camera. You're a glue guy. People might not know this, but you're a glue guy. Hold a lot of shit together when shit should be falling apart. I don't think people give you credit for that because they see the rah and your personality and your passion. They don't see that you really care. They don't see, you know what I'm saying, what you put in to try to get out. So I appreciate you being around. I appreciate you for being that guy because, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm
saying? You do what you do. and you do a lot, and people don't know a lot of the stuff you do that you don't get credit for or take credit for.
My brother just said that the other day. Like, I don't call people my brother. Like, I don't say that because that means a lot to me. I got one brother. You know what I'm saying? I have one brother. That's my oldest brother. That's my dog. I call Boom my brother all the time because I truly feel like this dude is my brother. He gonna check me when he feel like I'm wrong. He gonna get on my back. He gonna annoy me when he feel like I'm procrastinating. He gonna do all those things that I feel like a brother would do in those type of situations. So I do agree with DC. Like, you a glue type of figure to this group.
Yes,
fuck with it. I fuck with it.
And I ain't mean to put you on the spot or embarrass you or nothing like that, but I felt that on my spirit. And like I told you, I'm on this kick to where if I feel it and it's in my spirit, I got to say it.
Gotta release it.
So I'm trying to be at one in that peace and be, you know what I'm saying, let people know how I feel before it's too late. I don't tell you that enough. You know what I mean?
Is it you sick?
Why I gotta
be stop playing.
Cause don't start talking about before it's too late and shit. Don't do that.
He is just speaking his.
I don't like when black people do that, bro.
Because a lot of times we get to these points where we do so much, you know what I mean? I'm gonna let Boom do his thing. I'll tell you afterwards. Boom, talk to people.
Well, first off, shout out to you, Lou. Again, man, thank you for your service. You know what I'm saying, and what you do for us too, man. And shout out to y'all, Court, DC, Lashana. When we went through our little shit, you know what I'm saying, y'all was right on it. Like, y'all got it together. So, you know, all the love that I'm getting, you know what I'm saying, we understand that everybody is putting in the same amount of work, you know what I'm saying? So I thank y'all for showing me love. But we know everybody is working hard around here, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to the whole team. Body language out. Well, not out. I had to pull a Pooh Shiesty on Court real quick to get my shit to drop.
Yeah, bro ran in my label, dude.
And so
you been in there like Pooh Shiesty. He talk about, nigga, if you don't drop this shit, I promise you.
So
I started putting shit out immediately.
So the single Gravity is out. Go check that out. And then the next single will be out Friday. And just the last thing, huh?
You gonna get a title? Because I don't know what the
no, y'all get it when it drops. Don't even worry about that.
That's how Pooh Shiesty he doing me. He ain't even telling me what's coming out. He just doing what he want to do.
And last thing, words of encouragement, man. You guys are biblical. Proverbs 13-24. He that spareth the rod hateth his son. But he that loveth his son.
Why?
DC.
I don't know why.
You give a nigga a rope, and they do that shit right there. I'm trying to tell you, you can't do it, man. God damn.
Lesson. What'd you say, Lou? Learn a lesson experience. I learned my lesson. Don't get this nigga love and don't let the niggas go before me. Because now I got to go after that. In all
the fact that you sat here and let us do all that, knowing that you had that on your screen the whole time. It's okay. I'm gonna fuck him up with this one. I'm gonna fuck him up with this one.
I appreciate you. If you ain't gonna do nothing, you're gonna be you, and that's all right.
That's why I love it, bro. That's why I love that nigga, bro.
With all sincerity, I appreciate everybody who watches this show, everybody who watches everything we do. Like I said before, I haven't put out an audio episode since February, and we still yesterday just got like 122 downloads. So people are still listening. I just got to put some more shit out because I took off Friday. I put in PTO for Friday. I took a personal holiday, so Friday that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm putting all the audio out, so it'll be all out staggered because I ain't giving it to all at once. Y'all gonna have to catch the. But you say boom, you're gonna give it to them in doses. Y'all gonna have to get an episode. It might be an episode from front. Huh?
That's chapter 1 in the book of Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah, you. I took everything I had and I waited.
Put that mask on and.
So now I'm about to spoon feed y'all episodes from February in May. Surprise. You will never know.
Until they see this episode in December next year.
Yeah.
So December next year, like what? So you be the man.
Yeah. But I got a lot of stuff coming out. We got a lot of stuff coming out. But no, I appreciate these people on the screen. Lou too. Also, returning guests is a fun thing to get to see where people have been since the last time we talked. and to see people still, you know what I'm saying, come here and still doing, you know, making strides, high strides, you know what I'm saying, in a lane that they were in and getting into other lanes, you know, it's an amazing thing and a dope thing. So I appreciate that because we wasn't supposed to be here.
We're gonna speak it into existence, Lou. Bestseller.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Bestseller.
Yes.
Bestseller. We're gonna go ahead and speak it into existence.
Let's do it. Yes,
We're gonna
sir.
be the first ones to say it. Lead last.
Let's
You
do
heard it
it.
here
Bestselling
first.
author. Lou.
So next week, I don't even know what we have next week. Yeah, something. I got a new trivia game. I want to work the kinks out.
Lashana, you taking PTO on the show too? Or you?
No, I'll be here
You'll
Wednesday.
be here. Okay.
Okay.
I'm about to say how long your PTO lasts. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't know how much we got approved yet, because we got a new system, so you only get like 16.
And you a new employee. And you know
Yeah,
a new employee. Your
technically-
PTO don't fit in at your 60 days.
I
90
came
days,
in with
actually.
time.
I was about to go sign
previous
up for Vines for Venus. I'm like, they getting vacations in 2 months?
Yeah.
I came in with time.
That ain't my thing.
You ain't come in with no PTO?
Yes, I did.
I didn't.
Are you
Anywho, all right, we're gonna get out of here. We talking about PTO off
back,
screen, 'cause- Hey man, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Everybody
I've
who
been here
watched,
for
appreciate
12 years.
y'all.
I know that.
Hey.
Make sure y'all go get the book Lead Last. You know what I mean? Pre-sales are out now, June 2nd. Get it. We're trying to make it number one. Not trying. We're gonna make it number one.
Bestseller.
Because some
Yes.
of y'all need to learn how to lead last, because it ain't been working with y'all going first. So anywho, body language will be dropping. I got nothing else. Y'all have a good evening. Be safe, talk your shit, love someone, and you know, keep your mentals in check.
Mhm.
And also be safe.
It's Wednesday. 8:15. Lock in. Or get lost.
Hi, how are you?
And it's Christmas time, and you want 2 gifts. How selfish of you.
I mean, you wasn't even able to control the remote for real till about 6, 7.
Oh, but they was jumping on DC in the beginning,
welcome
like
to the chaos, curated like a playlist.